I know I'm between you and dinner. But that's not going to stop me, sorry. You know, you're right, Malcolm. Seeing yourself like this is... Look, isn't it amazing to have Chris Quinn as City Council Speaker? And it is true. And it's true for Elliot and Silda, and it's true for Malcolm, and it's true for Chris, and it's true for the other elected officials that are in this room. They may not do all the time what we want them to do. But the folks that are here are people who believe in us, are people who believe in fairness, and are people who deserve our support and our vote all the time. Thank you. Now, in my next life, I would like to be 1/100th as funny as Caroline Ween is. It won't happen. But let me just say, it is an honor to be here tonight to accept the Douglas W. Jones Award for Community Service. I was trying to wrestle with what to say, and something came to me about athletics. Now, frankly, that you need to go to the gym to be able to hold that award. But the great Olympic athlete Jesse Owens once said, "Awards become corroded, friends gather no dust." In this instance, I beg to differ, because for me, and I do get a lot of honors, but for me, this award and this honor will always have a special meaning, in large part because it comes from such great friends. It has been a true privilege for me to work with ESPA. That's what I call the Pride Agenda. Over the years, we've worked together to provide safe learning environments for students, to help LGBT union members, and to make their voices heard. ESPA's Pride in the Union initiative is a terrific model that strives to marry, pun intended, gay rights and worker rights into one powerful alliance. Its success has been such that LGBT organizations in other states across the nation are now following ESPA's lead, and unions are now following ESPA's lead as well. This award, you can clap, not just the union folks in the room, but this award is really special to me because of what it recognizes: my own and my union's efforts to serve our broader community, the students we teach, the workers we represent, the city in which I live, and the LGBT community that works tirelessly to protect our rights. My entire professional life has been devoted to working to create a society that's fair and just, and provides children the educational opportunity, and educators and other working folk the economic opportunity they so richly deserve. And I think it's probably fair to say that I've shaken up the establishment every now and then to try to achieve these goals. But shaking up the system is not an end in itself. The goal for me has always been to make every school a place where parents want to send their children, where educators want to work, and where every student in our embrace does not simply dream her dreams, but has the opportunity to achieve them. I'm talking about students like the young people who are here tonight from Harvey Milk School and from the gay straight alliances around the city. Stand up and be recognized. There are kids in several tables around here. I want to thank them. You know, you still have to do your homework tonight. But I want to thank them for sharing the evening with us. And don't give them any drinks. I also want to thank, and I very rarely get personal, but I want to thank my friends and my colleagues that are here, my partner that is here, and my mom and dad, who are here in spirit, my mom is going through chemo right now, and even though she wanted to be here, I told her she couldn't, because I knew all of you would hug her, and that is not what she needs right now. Look, every day I'm guided by principles like democracy and fairness, equality, education, and economic opportunity, principles that are embedded in the work of ESPA, in the labor movement, and in the United Federation of Teachers. Any New Yorker old enough to remember the early civil rights struggles can tell you that the UFT and our national organization, the American Federation of Teachers, has been committed to fighting for social justice. In the first half of this century, the AFT was among the first unions to extend full membership to minorities and to expel those locals that would not do the same. In the early 60s, the UFT filled buses of educators led by our then president, Al Shanker, and sent them to Selma, Alabama, and to march with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King in 1963 at the March of Washington for the Jobs and Freedom March, where he delivered his I Have a Dream speech. We donated station wagons and sent volunteers to help the Southern Christian Leadership Conference in its registration drives. And by the way, for those of you who know your gay history, the UFT had a very special relationship with the civil rights leader Bayard Rustin, the principal organizer of the 1963 March on Washington, and an openly gay man well before Stonewall. Since then, we've supported a host of civil rights and social justice issues affecting people here, New York City, the country, and around the world. But our concern for human rights of others does not stop at the city limits. Our members work with Solidarność in Poland to help create freedom and topple the first domino in the eventual fall of communism in Eastern Europe. We pushed to have the city of New York withdraw pension funds from companies that did business in South Africa when apartheid was the law of that nation. And we have urged, and I hope you do here as well, the U.S. to act to save citizens of Darfur and Burma, its real name, from those governance campaigns of genocide. Just this summer, we sent educators to New Orleans to both help the teacher unionization drive and to rebuild homes and schools in that still battered post-Katrina city. And just the last few weeks, and again, I hope we all do as well, we've spoken out against the injustice in Jena, Louisiana.